I'm given responsibilities in this world. Sometimes, lots of times, things don't go the way that I want, or the way I plan, or even the way that I'm told to do them. And I get stressed out, I suppose. Nothing going right. And I have to stop and remind myself that this has nothing to do with the kingdom. Nothing. The concrete that I pour has nothing to do with the kingdom. The people that I lead in this company, they have nothing to do with this kingdom. The home that I live in has nothing to do with the kingdom, man. None of that has anything to do with the kingdom. The only thing that has anything to do with the kingdom is this right here. The words that I speak concerning, our King, man. His commandments, His gospel, the gospel, our Father who art in heaven, creation. These are the things that matter. It's hard not to get trapped off in that. It's hard not to get wrapped up in it, It really is. It is. Something that we must remember. All right. I had a message this morning, but I'm not ready to bring that message. Just not. I need to ponder on it some more. So let's go and look and see what the Lord might give us this morning. What is this? Luke. Chapter 8. Parable of the sower. Yeah. Let's read that. Start with verse 5. A sower went out to sow his seed. And as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away, because it lacked moisture. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it, and choked it out. And the other seed fell on good ground, and sprang up, and bare fruit 100-fold. And when he had said these things, he cried, He that hath ears to hear, let him hear. Has anybody ever planted anything? Yeah, you sown seed. Planted vegetables, flowers, maybe marijuana. I planted a lot of that where I'm from. All right, I just said that. Okay. We're from Harlan County, Kentucky. We live in the mountains. They call it the hemp belt. Yeah. This is a perfect growing area, for hemp. So lots of people supplement their incomes with that. They draw their, their pensions or disabilities or whatever, their checks, and through the summer months they grow a cash crop. Yeah. And you know who they are too, because they got a dilapidated house. The roof's kind of sinking in, the walls kind of sinking in, but you look out in their front yard and they got 4 or 5 four-wheelers, and they got 2 or 3 Lincoln Expeditions, you go inside their house, the floor is falling in, but they got flat screens TVs and PlayStation 4s and, computers everywhere, They have no business having these things, drawing $700 a month. Yeah? Okay. Yeah.
Don't, boys.
So, we've all planted seed. This parable was, the Pharisees could not understand what Jesus meant by this parable. Why do you think that is? How do you think they couldn't understand it? They'd never planted anything. They'd never worked a day in their life. They'd only ever been shut up in the temple, getting fat off the sacrifices and the tithes and the offerings. They never had to do no work. Yeah, okay. And because they had never had to do any work, they couldn't understand this parable that Christ is telling them. Yeah. Now let's look at it. Let's look at it and see where we're at. A sower went out to sow his seed. Who is a sower? What is a sower? Someone who plants. Yeah. This particular kind of seed that they are sowing, it's not like, taking a hoe, digging a hole in the ground and putting a seed in it and covering it up. That's not the kind of sowing that they did. They were sowing like wheat, barley, this kind of grain. They had this big sack, around there, and they would grab handfuls of it and kind of sling it, Much the way you sow grass seed. Anybody ever sow grass seed? Yeah, same exact way, man. That's how they sowed seed. Sowing. Yeah, okay. And they had a field. You know, most gardens are square. But the Hebrew people planted round fields. They had fields that were round for a reason. Because God told them not to harvest the corners of the field, brother. God told them to leave that for the poor people. And so the way to beat the poor people was to sow a round field. You see what I'm saying? No corners. I'm just saying. Yeah, they did this, man. You know? Yeah, this is what they did because they were greedy. Okay. Anyway, so the sowers are sowing this seed. And in this field, you have what's called the wayside. All right? The wayside is the edge around the field. You see what I'm saying? Or the wayside could also be the space in between the rows. Yeah. If you've ever planted anything in rows, you know you got a space in between the rows, right? This is where you walk. This is where you hoe from for any of you who's ever planted corn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that soil is always tougher and harder and thicker than the row. Yeah. But also around the edges of the field is the same way also because it has not been plowed. Yeah. It's the wayside. It's the side that's traveled on. It's the place in the field that's walked upon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So some of the seed fell on the wayside. It says the birds of the air come and devoured it up. You know? It was trodden down and the fowls of the air devoured it. It means that the seed was trodden upon because it was on the area that got walked upon. You know? But because it was trodden upon, it never got a chance. And the birds come and devoured it up. This is the reason they put scarecrows out in the fields and stuff, right? To keep the birds out, especially like when they're planting corn and such. It says some fell upon rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture. Now, out in these huge fields, they would have piles of rock. You know, as they go through and they plow it, they would go behind it and they would gather the rocks out of the soil. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have rocks in your soil, it keeps the roots from getting deep, you know what I'm saying? And also, if the roots can't penetrate into the soil, then that means that they're closer to the top and they're more vulnerable to the weather, to the elements, yeah? And so they take the rock and they make piles of rock throughout the fields, yeah? In some cases, I'm sure probably some of them, they probably went and removed the piles of rocks, but in lots of cases they didn't, they just left it. You know, they just left the rock there. Or in fact, sometimes they would leave the rock along the outside edges of the field. Yeah. And over time, it would become a wall. Yeah, okay. So at any rate, the seed that fell upon the rock, right, it had no soil. It had no way for the root to grow because it's the soil that holds the moisture, the water, right? And without the water, though it has a root, it's not going to grow. The sun's going to beam on it, man. It's going to wither away before it has a chance to grow. Yeah? Okay. It says, and some fell among the thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it and choked it. You know, when I think of that, I think of lazy people. You know, I think of laziness. Many of y'all that's ever tended a garden know that you got to weed it. You got to go through and you got to weed it. You know what I'm saying? But of course, this is a different kind of field than that. Right? I'm talking about a garden with rows, and you go through it with a hoe, and you tend it, right? But these kinds of fields, they didn't tend them. They just sowed them and left it, and let everything grow up together, yeah? And they separated it after the harvest, okay? So the thorns sprang up, and because of the thorns, the plants had now to compete with other plants, right? For the nutrients in the soil, for the moisture, for the water, for the food. They had to compete with the thorns. Yep. Okay. And the thorns overgrew them. It sprang up and choked them out. No sunlight. Couldn't get no light. Couldn't get no nutrients. Couldn't get no moisture. And so it died out. Yep. Okay. You know, and then of course, some seed fell in the good soil. And it sprang up. And it produced fruit 100-fold. Meaning that one seed produced 100, right? Okay. Jesus gave this parable to these people because this is exactly how our life is. Just exactly like this, you know? Well, Jesus gives us an explanation of the parable, but I guess for the moment I want to talk about my own experiences because, you know, I've been every soil type. Myself, I have been every one of these soil types, man. You know, I've been the wayside, you know what I'm saying? And the birds that come in and swoop up the seed is the devil, guys. It's the devil swooping in. As soon as the seed is sown in you, the devil has swooped in and takes it from you, robs it. You have no opportunity, no chance whatsoever for the seed to take root and to grow. Yes? I've also been the seed. I've also been the seed that's in the rocks. Right? Yes. I've been the seed in the rocks where the seed was planted and it sprung a root. You know what I'm saying? It sprung a root. Yeah. But the root couldn't take hold because it couldn't be watered. You see what I'm saying? There was no way for it to be watered. Yes. Yes. That's been me also. And I think probably a larger portion of us have been, you know, this field where the seed was cast among the thorns. Okay? Yes, and that the seed itself, after it had sprung, and even began to produce fruit, right? It's growing, it's producing fruit. But the problem is that the fruit cannot reach its maturity. It cannot ripen. Yes? Because it can't get the moisture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It can grow, but it can't produce fruit. It cannot ripen. I've been that as well. You know, in fact, I've been all of these just in a short time. I've been in Louisville. I've only been in Louisville since 2012, and I've been every one of these. First off, the seed that's being sown is the Word of God. And each and every one of us, the seed that's being sown is the Word of God. You see? Yes. And in order for the seed to produce within you, the first thing that you got to do is water the seed. Now, as I stand here today, I sow the seed among you, because faith cometh by the hearing. Yes? And the hearing has to be of the Word, right? And as the Word is planted within you, it takes root. But it's got to be watered. As any of you know that's ever planted seed, you can plant seed and you got to water it immediately. And you got to keep watering it to keep it moist so that it can sprout. If you don't do this, then it's not going to do anything, right? Yes, yes. Now, oftentimes, as I've come here and I've given you message after message after message, you know, we've been here almost 2 years now. Just in this point right here. Yes, almost 2 years now. And I've seen many of you have come and been here all that time. Yep, okay, yes. And the one thing that I constantly encourage you to do is to read the Word. Because this is the water. The Word is the water. Christ calls himself the living water. John calls Christ the Word, come down from heaven, made flesh to dwell among men. Right? Okay. So that we must water ourselves. Or, in some cases, today you're being watered. You see, today you're being watered as you are receiving the Word. You're being watered. Yep. Okay. Right. So you must continue reading the Word, man, to be watered, that this faith within you would grow. Right? Okay. But we got some problems. We got some problems in this world, man. Yes? The problem in this world is the cares and concerns of this world. You understand? All the beautiful things, sinful things that are out here for us to do. But it takes your focus away. It takes your mind off of what's important. You understand what I'm saying? Yes? Think about that. I mean, for many of us, the substances, isn't it? That's what it was for me. I couldn't do nothing without substances. You know? Yeah. And of course, I had no self-control even with my substances. So that I wouldn't stop with the substances till I'm falling down. You see what I'm saying? It was impossible for me to do anything. Especially anything fruitful. Anyway, you give me some food, please. It's impossible for me to do anything that produced fruit. Yeah? I mean, you know, we're talking about good fruit, man. We're not talking about just good deeds. We're not talking about just giving somebody a cigarette. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We're not talking about just lending somebody some clothes or some such thing. No, we're talking about fruitfulness, man. We're talking about increasing this kingdom. Because, you know, in any kingdom, many people will work the fields for the kingdom. Yep. And the harvest, the good of the harvest is laid up for what? The kingdom. The good of the kingdom. That's exactly right. Everything that was planted, everything that was produced, and everything that's harvested is laid up for the good of the kingdom. So that there be food in the kingdom. Especially during the lean times. Yes, during the winter months, man. that everybody could have some fruit. And this is how we become fruitful. And in this same way, we must be fruitful for Christ. All that we are trying to do is enter this kingdom, to become part of this kingdom, man. Because I'll tell you, look around you. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody here would say. I think this is, oh man, the Lord has really opened somebody's eyes today to show you something. This is not what we want.
Thank you.
No, man. What we want is eternal. What we want, man, is joyful. Yes? Okay. And the only way to do this, man, is to be fruitful. But not just for our own sakes. Remember, I told you that at first you're running the race for the prize. Yes? For your own sake. But then I told you that it's not enough to just win your prize, is it? No, it's not enough. No, you must go back and help other people to be fruitful. Okay. So this word that's being sown into you, you must continue to be watered. Whether you're going to church somewhere else, man, or whether you're sitting among yourselves with the Bible open and you're reading among yourselves, and you ask the Holy Spirit to come among you to teach you, to open your eyes, to bring you the understanding. Because, guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not going to tell you to go to church. I'm just not. And I know some people will probably look at that and say, but you know what? Apparently they don't know what I know. They don't know what I know. I've been a long way to show you guys that this is the last generation. I've been a long way to show you that Christ is on his way, man. And if any of you have ever read this book, you know that in these last days, there's nothing good about that institution. Nothing good about that institution. And I promise you, this is the message that's been welling up in me right now. And, I think part of me may be afraid to do this, to give that, because, Christ tells us that we shouldn't, not Christ. Paul says that we shouldn't sow seeds of discord, of division, right? Strife. Yeah, that's what he says. That's exactly what he says. But what did Christ say? Christ said, I came not to bring peace, but to bring a sword. And that in the house, there'll be 2 against 3, and 3 against 2. Why? Why is it that Christ brings this division? Because he's the truth. And that's what truth is. A dividing line. And you find yourself on one side or the other of it. Do you see what I'm saying? This is the division, the truth. Yes. And I'll be honest with you guys. It's not an easy job to be the truth bringer. It's not. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job to bring truth that you know is going to hurt people's feelings. It's not an easy job to bring truth that you know is going to cause you to become an outcast. I'm just saying, man. It's not. But guess what? We have a king. We have the kingdom. And he's worth it. He's worth that ridicule. He's worth that being cast out. He's worth that loneliness sitting at the top of the hill when nobody else wants to be up there with you. He is. He's worth it. He's worth it. I record these messages. I do. And it's not so I can say, oh, look what we did. That's not it at all, man. It's because there is very little truth being brought in this world anymore. It really is, guys. This is those days, man. People are calling good evil and evil good. I mean, there's so many glorious institutions in this city. So many. With millions and millions of dollars flowing through them, man. Tell me, why are there so many homeless people here? Why is there so many people with that? Amen. Why? And Christ is telling us that we must do these things. And you got all these people laid up in these institutions. Why are they not doing these things? They are professing Christ. There's 2 reasons why. 1, because they got a wolf standing up here in shepherd's clothing. Huh? Yeah? Okay. And 2, because you got wolves in sheep's clothing sitting out there listening to it. I'm just saying, man. That's not my words, okay? That's not my words. That's his words. That's his words. This is the reason why I'm here. God sent me here. He didn't send me there. No, he sent me here. In the beginning, I wondered about that. I really did. I wondered about that. Today, I wonder no more. I'll be honest with you. When Christ walked this earth, the times that the world was in Jerusalem and the country of Israel is exactly the way it is today. Exactly. The exact same way. All those people who claim to love God and know God and worship God are in bondage. They're in bondage. They're in bondage to the money. Yeah. They're in bondage to the offering. They're in bondage to the glorious house of God. Huh? I want you to think about it. Anybody ever been to one of those mega churches? Anybody ever been in one? Okay. Yeah. Did you see all the shops? The coffee shop, the ATMs, the novelty shops, the souvenir shops, the t-shirt shops, the pastry shops. Anybody ever seen them in there? Yeah, okay. Do you remember when Christ went into the house of God? Do you remember when he flipped over the tables? Huh? Do you remember that? Oh, I wonder what he would do today in one of those places. I'm just saying, I wonder what he'd do today in one of those places. Guys, I'm telling you, man. Today is the day, man. You just do not understand how close it is. Phew. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I see so many people, hundreds of thousands of people on their knees calling to my King, being led astray. For what? For $1. For mammon. Huh? Men doing that which is unseemly, seeking their own vain glory, not considering the kingdom, but considering their household, their cars, their homes, not working, disorderly in their conduct. You know, Paul says that a man that doesn't work is disorderly. You know what he tells us to do? He tells us to shun disorderly people, to shame them is in this manner. And these people flock to these men who do not live by the sweat of their brow. Yeah, they flock to these guys. They have no understanding. And as much as I want to just point my finger at the pastors, I can't. Why? Because they're the ones paying it. They're paying it. To do what? To tell them what they want to hear. That's the only thing. To speak to them the word that they want to hear. And so it's not just his fault. It's our fault. And so as much as I want to tell you to go to church, I can't. I don't know which one to send you to. I've been into many. I have. And every single one that I've been to in this town, that man's being paid. You got to find one where he's not being paid. To start with. Yeah? To start with. Because a man who works for God to receive the things of God. Not the things of Caesar. Jesus said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Render unto God what is God's. And if you work for God, you're working to receive what is God's. And mammon is not God's. It's Caesar's. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah? I mean, it seems pretty clear to me. It does. It seems really clear to me. And I don't understand why it's not clear to so many others. I really don't. And today I understand why I'm standing here before you. Oh, yeah, I don't, guys, you just, you don't understand. You don't understand who you are. So what? You're low. You're poor. You're addicted. You're homeless. You're cast out. Rejoice! This world is passing away and everything that's in it. Be glad. Now is the time. Now is the time to rejoice. Take joy in your suffering. Man, you don't understand. This generation of people are the ones that's being called today. Who did Christ go to, brother? Who did he go to? I don't know. Anybody know what John the Baptist's job was? It was to prepare the way for the coming of Christ. He was out in the wilderness. He wasn't in a building. He didn't have fancy clothes. He wore a suit of camel hair. They had to be pretty big, pretty itchy. Yeah. He ate wild honey and locusts. There was nothing fine about it. And he was preparing the way for the coming of Jesus Christ. You know? And I'm here to tell you today, out here in this wilderness, that is exactly what we are doing. And if you're not preparing the way for the coming of the Messiah, of Jesus Christ, man, then you're not working. And if you're not working, you're not going to get paid. I'm sorry guys, I got way off top. I couldn't help myself, man. This has been on my heart and mind for several months now. You see my friends are not here today again. Yeah, okay. But I can't help but tell the truth. It's like a burning fire within me. And if I don't let it out, it will consume me. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. I'm going to pray that that fire begins burning in you. Yeah. And I hope that you're a sent people whom you will set on fire. Okay. Let's look at Christ's interpretation or explanation of the parable of the sower. This is the verse 11. Now the parable is this. The seed is the word of God. The those by the wayside are they that hear. Then comes the devil and takes away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. Think about how simple that is. But just believe. Yeah. Not to believe in, but to believe. Now we went over that last week. And the week before. They on the rock are they, when they hear, receive the word with joy. Many of you express that feeling just right here today after hearing some of the things that's been said. Yes, you have to express that joy. And these have no root, which for a while believe, and in the time of temptation, they fall away. And that which fell among the thorns are they which, when they have heard, go forth, and then are choked with the cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection. You know, I'm going to look at a lot of these people in these buildings, and I'm going to say that this is who they are. Do you understand? At some point in their life, they decided that they was going to work for God, that they were going to work for God, that they were going to preach the word, and that they were going to bring the truth. Do you understand? Yes. And they got somewhere. They got a foot in the door somewhere. Yes. And then there was the temptation to be full-time ministry. I've heard that so often. I've been asked why I don't do that so many times. Why aren't you in ministry full-time? What do you mean? Well, why don't you quit your work for God all the time? I work for God 24/7. What are you talking about? Every single person I meet, I talk to God about. Oh, you can't talk about God at work. Why not? Well, it's not allowed. Fire me. Or find another job. Huh? Yeah. Well, I work ministry full-time. This is who I am everywhere I go. What do you mean? But these people, they fell into that trap. And they quit supporting themselves. Yeah. And they started allowing this place to support them. All you got to do is just answer the phone when people call you. Yeah. Bring a message on Sundays, Sunday evenings and Sunday mornings. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's all you got to do. And we'll pay you. But that's another year. Oh, you got the energy. You got the fire. The Holy Spirit's with you. That's what we need. See what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do, man. I can do that. Yeah, I can do a lot of good that way. Yeah. And guess what happens? It starts telling that truth. Oh, there's some people not liking that. You know, I've been going to this church for 20 years, but I don't like that. I donate $25,000 a year. I don't want to hear that. Guess what happens? Council or the deacons or, you know, the elders or whatever come to this pastor preacher guy they're paying to give them the word of God, and they say, hey, we don't like that. You can't say that. That hurts people's feelings. We'll lose money if you do that. Yeah? Yeah. And so he starts changing the word again. He starts toning it down. Quits howling through his messages. Yeah. He starts sugarcoating the truth. Yeah. And then the next thing you know, he starts telling lies. Bold-faced lies. Why? Because that's what they want to hear. That's what they're paying for. Do you understand? And the fruit that he set out to have gets choked out. You're not going to bring no fruit unto perfection with lies. Nobody's going to cross that gate with a lie. Nobody. How many times have I said it? If you train someone to do something, yeah, whatever it is, if you're a mechanic, if you're a concrete worker, if you're a carpenter, if you're a roofer, whatever it is, you get a guy that don't know how to do nothing, yeah, and it's your job to train him. If you don't teach him the right way, is he going to be a good roofer? Is he going to be a good carpenter? Is he going to be successful? No, he's not. Don't you know the same exists for us? I'm a disciple. Discipling disciples. To disciple more disciples. If I don't tell you the truth, you're not going to have no fruit. And neither am I. And I promise you, when we're standing before the Lord of Harvest with an empty basket, we're not going to get paid. You know, there's a parable about that, man. Yeah, there's a parable about that. This is what's happened to these folks. This is what's happened to these folks. The cares of the world. They've quit supporting themselves. They've quit supporting their families. They became disorderly. They became busybodies for money. And the same will happen to you. The same will happen to you. Because every one of us has that job. Every single one of us has the same job. The same job. Go ye among all nations, teaching the gospel, baptizing in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I've commanded you. He didn't say that to just one. He didn't say that to just some. He has said that to all of us. Even you. Especially you. Especially you. You're the ones. Look, God is calling everybody. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's calling everybody. Christ has given this directive to everyone. But not everyone is chosen. Not everyone is chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. Who are the chosen ones? You don't know. You don't know. See, he can't give us hope today. 1 Corinthians, chapter 1. Verse 23. But we preach Christ crucified. Unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God. Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men. For ye see your calling. He's talking about preaching Christ crucified. This is the calling. Okay? For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh of this world, Not many mighty, not many noble are called, but God hath chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, and God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And the base things of the world and things which are despised hath God chosen, and things which are not, to bring to naught things which are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. That's who he calls. Have you been one of those things? Have you been low? Have you been cast out? Base? Fools? Despised? You know, Jesus says that if the salt has lost its savor, its flavor, yeah, it's good for nothing but to be cast out in the street and trodden underfoot. That's what he says. Why? Because it has no purpose. And you know, I used to, for a long time, look at myself as that salt in Christ. But then, what I came to realize was I was that salt in this world. That in this world, I have no purpose. I'm not of this world. Neither are you. You might seem like it because we're here. Yep, but we're not. What you are is a spirit, a living soul, inhabiting a vessel of flesh. Now the flesh that you inhabit is of this world, but your spirit is not. Be the salt that's cast out. As you are, most of some of you at the very least have been cast out. Some of you are looked at as outcasts. Are you not? Huh? Chosen. Chosen. You cannot let the cares of the world distract you, take you off course. But that on the good ground are they which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience. It's not an easy thing to do. It's really not. It's not, guys. But the key to bringing forth the fruit is what? Having a good heart. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the heart is the field. The heart is the field that the seed is sown into. Yes? And when you receive the seed with joy, the heart is the center of emotion. This is where your feelings come from. Yes? Not your brain. Don't believe that old BS. The chemicals in your brain don't depict how you feel. No, it's not it at all. God is a God of emotions. God doesn't have a body. You see what I'm saying? Yeah? So in order for us to be like Him, to have those emotions, it must not be because of our body. Yes, okay. Receive it with gladness. Because this is the way. I've been searching my whole life. I've done so many things. I've tried so many things and nothing has worked. And I keep ending up right where I started every single time. This is the way. A good heart. A good heart is a heart that loves. A good heart is a heart that gives. Do you understand what I'm saying? What you speak from your mouth comes from your heart. Let not your speech be idle, but let it be used to impart grace and understanding. That's the first step. Do you see what I'm saying? Jesus said it's not what goes into a man's mouth that defiles him. And I'm pretty sure this is the reason why he had no commandments against drinking wine. Yeah, right? You read the word. But he said it's what comes out of a man's mouth that defiles him. Because what comes out of his mouth emits from his heart. And if the heart is rotten, then your speech will be rotten. Grace and understanding. This little chit-chat, all these other things that we do throughout the day to kill time, man, until it's time to go eat or stand in line at the kitchen, whatever, man. Let your conversation be of Christ. Put away the vulgarity, man, and start spreading some truth. Sowing the seeds of righteousness. Sowing the seeds that's going to produce fruit. Because those seeds of idleness are not going to produce anything. And man shall be held accountable by every word that proceeds from his mouth. Every single word that proceeds from your mouth, you will be held accountable for. Yeah, it's time to start, man. Yeah, it's time to start. If you haven't already. And I think some of you probably have. I really do. I do. I think some of you probably have. I'm sure of it. Let's be the good seed. You know, I said earlier that I had been every one of these circumstances. I had been the seed on the wayside, that I had been the seed on the stony ground. I had been the seed among the thorns and the thistles. The cares of this world had choked me out. That was where at, Rick. That was when I overdosed. That was the last time I was. But now, I've become the seed in the good ground to produce much fruit. I had to change my heart, and I had to change the things that I desired. Instead of desiring what I wanted, these things of this world, I had to begin desiring the things that God wanted for me, the things that He said I needed. But more than that, the things He said other people needed. By me. That's what I'm here to equip you with. Yes? Some of you are still suffering. Some of you are thinking, I can't do that today because today I got an addiction to deal with. Today I got relationships to deal with. Today I'm homeless. Today I don't have a job. Today I don't have no money. And I'm telling you, today is the day. Take no thought for yourself. Whatever your situation is, don't worry about it. God will care for you. He will give to you what it is you need when you need it. Today's the day that you start working for Him. And He'll take care of you. Or you can work for other people and get what you think you need in form of money, whatever it brings. I understand. Hey, I got to do both too. I do both. And I don't work for money because I think that I need it. Not at all. I work for money because I gotta eat bread, but more than that, because I'm a husband. And I have responsibilities. I chose to be a husband, and I've taken that role, and I take my role seriously. And I provide for my household. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that, I'd still be out here on the streets with you guys. Some of you that know me know this is true. Should I be kicking it with you every day? I'd be your pastor up the street. Just like I was before I got started. Remember that? YouTube, every day in and day out. Everywhere we went, wouldn't it? But I got married when I came in. And so I worked to support my husband. It's just the way it is. And it's been good. It's been good. It's taught me a lot. Being married has taught me a lot. Especially concerning faith and love. Things that I had no understanding of, that I needed the experience to do what I do today. To do what I do today. I had to care about one before I could care about many. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. Now I needed that experience. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful. The Lord gave me just the right person. Just the right person. And if that's what you need, He'll do the same for you. He'll do whatever it takes to get you where you need to be to do what it is that He has for you to do. But you can't worry about that. You can't worry about that. When I quit worrying about those things, that's when everything fell into place. When I began to worry about being pleasing to God, to work for God, to be fruitful, and nothing else, I was laying in a tent with nothing. That's what I was doing. And I just quit caring about this stuff. A year later, I've got it all. And I still wonder how. I still wonder how. I certainly didn't desire it. I didn't set out to have it. I didn't make goals and work towards it. Just happened. Everything that I needed. Everything that I have here before you today that allows me, enables me, to do. God has given to me. And I never took no thought for it. Oh, sure. If I see something that I need, you know I need a pair of pants, yeah, I'll buy a pair of pants. Or whatever. I mean, let's not get taken. Alright? But I took no thought of it. And I'm trying to tell you this so that you'll quit making excuses to yourselves. The time is now. I went over the signs. I went over the prophecies. And they're just continuing to be fulfilled. Faster and faster. Did anybody ever read Ezekiel 38, 39? Anybody? But there's your problem. You're not taking it seriously. That's alright. Someday you will. I hope you start today. Yes. I hope you start today, guys. Let's close. Father, we come before you. We give thanks, Lord. We give thanks for this word that you have given to us, Father. Lord, I pray strength upon these people, Father. I pray water upon these people, Lord. Whether they be from another, whether it be from us, Lord, or whether it be from the word itself, Father, however it may occur, Lord, I pray water upon this seed today. Father, I pray good soil. I pray that it also is full of nutrients, Father. I pray that it be fertilized with the love of Christ, Father, but also the blood of Christ, Lord, that we may believe. Father, I pray that the seed produces much fruit for the abundance of this kingdom, Father, that you have given to us, that you have set a king over us in, that he shall share with us. Lord, we give thanks for this. Father, again, we give thanks for everything that you give to us. Every single thing. We are worthy of nothing. Lord, I pray that you continue to bless us with understanding, and continue to bless us with wisdom, Father. Continue to bless us with boldness, with courage, Father. That you continue to bless us with peace, patience, happiness, kindness, comfort, self-control, strength, love, knowledge, wisdom, temperance, meekness, Father. Against such things, there is no law, Father. That we may be judged worthy, Father. That we may be judged deserving. That we may be judged righteous by the faith of our King, Jesus Christ. In his name we pray. Amen.